Oh my god, this week's episode of Card Fight Vanguard. Jesus. I actually really want to talk about this. Hello, everybody. So this week, we did pretty much what we've just been doing for the past several episodes. And that is, the episode was set mainly in one place. We mainly just did one thing. And we only really explored one aspect of the show's plot. But what I liked was that they actually made it interesting and I felt myself being actually entertained. Yeah, this was actually pretty good, and I think from the minute the episode starts, it's got a firm grasp of what it wants to do. Now, some of you may argue that because I am an avid attendee of locals and I'm really supportive of the idea of locals, and I actually help out at my store with tournaments and stuff, that I have a bit of I have a way to relate to this than maybe a lot of other people do. And some of you may also say that, since I've said before, I want more card game animes to just be about the day-to-day lives of card game players. You don't always need these big shonen plots. You don't always need a big soap opera plot about my niece and her dead parents. Like, I think you can really just make an interesting story about just running a card shop and the day-to-day craziness and the people and all this stuff. And I think this episode sort of showed that. Especially because the minute it starts, it's just more competent than the last several episodes. So I think it is legitimately better. First and foremost, it opens with Shin getting up at 5 a.m., to go sweep and get ready, and then he falls us back to sleep an hour or two later, and everyone's got to bail him out of it. I can't help but feel that this is hopelessly endearing and just really likable, like just a good way to open the episode. First and foremost, it puts Shin back in the protagonist role, as I feel like a problem that's been going on with this show is that Shin is not the driving force of his own plot. It's Eska and it's everyone around the two of them. But this week, it's totally just based on him and wanting to do a good job and wanting to impress the shop people and wanting to drum up good business and all of that, and showing that he is driven and really passionate to do this, but he's still kind of a goofball and a bit of a dunce. I think is really nice way to reaffirm his character and kind of bring him together and make us want to root for him again. So that was really good. And also I felt like everyone else was really effectively used in it. First up, it's good to see everyone outside of their goddamn school uniforms. I cannot tell you how sick I always get in these kinds of animes that that's all you ever see people wearing. Whether you want to make the argument everything just happens in that first 2 to 3 hours after school or not, it's just more fun when you get that to see those other sides of people. How they like to be on their off time, how they like to dress in their off time, how they like to act when they're not just doing the one thing that the show thinks you can relate to and is just on the character reference sheet. Like, those are just fun little things, and seeing everyone in the costume is fun, and seeing Mikuru react to being complimented is funny. Just in general, I feel like Mikuru is one of the better aspects of this show. Like, her and, why am I blanking on her name? Shinenen, or whatever the Neonectar girl's name is, they might be the two best characters as of right now. Yeah, weird. The two best characters are the little girls. But yeah, no, that's sort of fun. I thought it was fun when, like, the other two showed up and they're wearing the same costume. They're just kind of this fun atmosphere to the whole thing. I do think the humor didn't hit as hard as it could have, and I think part of that is that we've been stuck in comic relief mode for so many episodes now, it's just starting to get annoying. But I also think part of it is that they screw up the Rive is in the fucking costume joke, because every time they go, "Where's Rive?" they zoom in on the fucking costume. It would have been so much funnier if, especially when revealing Rive is doing something behind the scenes, I feel like it would have been better if maybe you just assumed it was that and then it turns out, oh no, it's the fake out and he's in the suit. But when they just set it up that much from the beginning, I think it cheapens it a little bit. But what is not cheapened is just kind of what goes on in the episode, and that's just kind of the day-to-day craziness of running a small business. Yeah, I know that might seem a little, oh, Kevin, he's getting kind of sappy, but no, there is a lot of craziness that I think you can base a show around. Case in point, The Office ran for like ever and was just based around the day-to-day events at an office. And it worked. And this worked here, and I think it was because it felt like the kind of stuff that you see go on at a card shop. Oh, you have people who don't know how to play, so you got to kind of explain that to them. But oh shit, like the bathroom line is getting insane. It's because someone's changing in there. And oh boy, like there's a kid without a costume. Gotta fix that. The town wants to speak to you for a few minutes. Gotta hope crap doesn't go wrong while I'm gone. Oh shit, the pricing is missing. Okay, normally that just comes in the form of like the truck was late, but today it was the guy ate the cookies. And just a quick thing about him, freaking Agravian guy, like got some solid character development in just one scene of him being like, I'll do anything I can to help. It felt weirdly genuine, like he felt bad that he ate the prizing and he did want to fix things. It reminds us that our antagonists are people. They're not necessarily evil villains. They're their own people, and it fits the more sort of slice of life atmosphere of what was going on. But getting back onto the Shin stuff, also, that quick line of Mikuru saying that she added laundry detergent to the first batch of cookies, I don't know if that's meant to be her sarcasm or what, but I liked it. Also, I think it's funny she put her face on the cookies. No, but like just, fuck, where was I? Yeah, let's just get right to the point. So the point I'm trying to make here is that just the day-to-day life of these kinds of things can be really funny, and it can be interesting, and you can base a show around it. It just sort of gets annoying when so many of these card game animes want to avoid that. They want to snap out of reality and just sort of be like big goofy adventures. But no, find a way to make this stuff interesting, because you'll find that there is just a lot of endearing likableness to just the day-to-day insanity of card shops. And, like, it all sort of culminates later, because when Rive is fighting Mark, and Mark is like, why aren't you taking a more active role in this? And Rive is just kind of like, it's gotta be Shin. He's gotta be the guy who does this. And also, God Hand, like, oh god, those fucking 20k front triggers, like, that is just savage. Like, that poor Mark guy. I know, but, like, that whole thing, like, it felt earned when he says that, because for 20 minutes, we watched as Shin was like, little problem, try and fix it. Little problem, try and fix it. Little problem, try and fix it. That's just kind of the way life goes and the way these sorts of things work. So when Rive says it's got to be Shin, and he's got to learn these lessons, and he's got to prove to himself and to everybody that he's got to be the run the card shop, I'm kind of like, yeah. Because I really believe, A, that's a good way to put it and a good moral, but also it's kind of like, yeah, that's what we were sawing for 20 minutes. Shin is capable. Shin is intelligent. He can do this. He's got a long way to go and still has a lot to learn, but he can get there. He's not just some stupid idiot. He is someone who can make this work and ultimately do the right thing. Weirdly enough, the one time I was really taken out of the episode, well, besides the Rive thing, is when Eska shows up. And she's in the weird leopard skin bathing suit stripper sex dominatrix outfit. I don't know, it was just kind of like the whole episode was doing such a good job of making slice of life stuff really work and be really funny, that when she's just like, behold, I'm here to chew scenery, I'm just kind of like, eh. I mean, it looks like it's in service of a better thing next week, but for now it's just kind of like whatever. Also, looking at how much Eska is getting fan service, and even Mikuru to an extent, I'm really worried for Tokoha next season. Like, that girl needs protection from her own animators. So yeah, that was this week's episode of Card Fight Vanguard. If I seem like I'm going a little bit easier when things weren't actually that much better, it's because I am. I kind of have a bias towards card shops and making things that not everyone thinks should be interesting. Did this like The World on Fire? No, but I would definitely like to watch more than this, than just everyone stuck in a stupid office building while a 14-year-old gets potentially molested by a weird model lady. So yeah, that was Card Fight Vanguard for this week. And real quick, as for the Vanguard question of the week, since we're talking about locals and we're talking about tournaments and all this good shit, let's just do a tournament locals related type question. What is the most dominant deck at your locals? Like, whether you play it or everyone but you plays it, what do you seem to deal the most with? Because I'm telling you right now, I have faced Kagero so many times in the past year and change that I can't even look at a picture of a dragon right now and not pray to God they don't get too many force markers up before waterfalls affect his life. So yeah, that's very specific, but that's just me. So tell me about that below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and join me next week as we see Great Nature Axel draw a lot bullshit.